Hey everybody, my name is Eagle Eye Hunts. I am a Twitch streamer and I play Lethal Company very, very often. When I play Lethal Company nowadays with over 122 hours in this game, I like to play it modded. What I would like to do now is show you how to install mods to make the game more dynamic and more enjoyable. So what I'm going to do here is go ahead and switch over to the big screen here and let's talk about downloading Thunderstore. I'm just going to go to Thunderstore All Mods and I'm going to go ahead and do Get App. It's important that you download the Thunderstore Mod Manager onto the same drive where your games are located. Like if you have your games, like Lethal Company here, on your C drive, you want to download Thunderstorm Mod Manager onto that same C drive, so that way it can easily find those paths and mod that game. That's my opinion though, it could be wrong, people maybe have found a workaround, but that seems to be what's best. So we're going to go ahead and get this downloaded. I'm going to click it open. There we go. And now we're going to just follow the prompts here. I'm on Windows 11 right now. And I'm going to go ahead and do this both. So see here, here's this installation folder, the program files. This is where my game is located. So I'm going to install it there. There we go. So now I'm going to launch. So this, my friends, is the Thunderstore mod page. And so you can see this long list of games. Since we're doing Lethal Company here, we're just going to go ahead and type Lethal Company. Let me just make this a little minimized for now for you. Lethal Company, type that in. I'm going to set this game as default because this is the only game that I personally mod right now with Thunderstore. We're going to warm it up, let it get the mod list. Alright, so you can see here that I already have some profiles. This is from my previous downloaded mod packs, but we're going to pretend that these don't exist. Let's pretend that you are just seeing only this default here. Let's go ahead and make a profile, and I'm just going to call it new profile. And this is where we're going to pretend it's our first time ever getting mods. So let's select it. Okay, so now that we're in our new profile here, let's talk about getting your first mods. I'm going to go ahead and go to get mods. So let's talk about your first mods. I have really come to enjoy More Company. Let's take a look for that here. You have to scroll down sometimes to find some of these. Yeah, I believe this is the one right here. More Company has been great. Now, you're going to get this prompt when you click to download it. It's going to say download with dependencies. You are going to want to download it with dependencies. What this is referring to is that along with the mod itself, what you're downloading, see how it says Bepin XPack is, I'm not a coder or like a console guy, but this is what's going to allow this mod to be inserted into the code of your base game to work. Alright, so you see here now we have our first mod. So the reason why we like More Company is because More Company, as its name implies, allows you to have more than the 4 base players in the game invited with you. That's one of the reasons why I like it. Now, another mod that I think is almost essential is called Ship Company. Now, this is really important if you're going to be inviting a bunch of friends to play with you. You are going to run into an issue where if you do not have this mod installed, you have to restart your game. Not really restart the whole thing, but you have to save the game you're on when you're up in orbit, quit the game, and then re-invite everybody right from the beginning in order to get them into it. So I have found Ship Lobby. Other people use Late Company. Maybe we'll just look for that since that might be easier. Late Company. And yeah, so we'll use Late Company. It allows people to join later on in the game. So this is great if you have a very like non-committal group of people who can't commit to like we're starting at X time. This is nice to have. So you can see that you can go on and get lots of mods going, and this is how you do it. Now, the final step to playing with these mods is you're not going to launch your game from the Steam, you know, from here. What you want to do is you want to click modded and play right here. The nice thing that I'll mention real quickly is if you do want to play vanilla Lethal Company without these mods, while you're in this profile, you can click vanilla and it'll launch it vanilla, as the name implies. But we're going to go ahead and launch modded. You see over here, this opens this little console screen. This can be a little bit intimidating for people to see, but no, see, it just inserted cosmetics, some different things like that, so everything that mod entailed that we read about. Now I want to talk to you about one of the most important aspects, which is accepting a code from other players or giving people a code for your mods to be able to easily install them and play them. There are crazy people like me who play this game with like 95 mods, 100 mods sometimes, and going through a list and picking out every single one is just going to give you a headache. So here I'm going to show you the easiest way to get your new mod list from a friend. So the way it's going to look is like this. So here we have this profile that you've made. You see this share right here. This code is what you're going to see. Like if you're in my Discord, which I'll link down below, you'll see in our Lethal Company chat we're posting codes to share game information in these mods. This code is what's important. So let me grab another code here to show you what I mean. And actually, that's funny. What you see right down here, a friend of mine just... Oh yeah, see, she says, come play with me. A friend of mine just sent me this code. So let's take Benaltra's code. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to change profile. Now what I want to do is, you see here I have multiple profiles. If people send me a new mod pack, I don't necessarily want to replace the ones I'm using. I get attached to the mods I'm using. So I'm going to go ahead and create new. I'm going to call it invite and create. And now I'm going to import update. And you're going to click update existing profile. So I'm going to do from code. And I'm going to copy and paste that code that I was sent by her. And I'm going to click import. Now it's going to say all contents of the profile will be overwritten with the contents of code file. You see I have all my different profiles here. Make sure you select the proper one, which is this one we just made, invite. And now we're going to update. And this right here can take a little bit sometimes, but this is actually all those different mods that we were looking at in the browser being installed. Now I'm going to select that profile. And what do you know? I've been sent 32 mods. So we are going to be able to join this player with all of their mods. We can see here all the different things they have selected. So this is pretty cool that we have that available. Now, one other thing I want to mention before we move on is the ability, and I think this is one of the best parts about Thunderstore modding Lethal Company, is the ability to toggle these mods on and off. Let's say you and a friend download a mod pack like this and you want to play, but you realize, like, you know what, we really don't want to give ourselves, you know, an unfair advantage or whatever. Let's get coroner off. Let's turn coroner off. So you click that. It is now disabled. You don't have to delete it or undownload it, whatever. You can just disable it. And then if you want to re-enable it later, you can. So it gives you that flexibility to be able to do that with ease. And now, again, all I have to do is just launch modded. And I'm ready on this specific profile to change into my friend's game and play with them. Alright friends, so I think that wraps it up. We are launching into our modded Lethal Company now. We're going to have a really fun play session. I hope that you have found this video helpful. If you like it, make sure to indicate that below. Hit that like and subscribe button. I'm going to be putting out more and more content. And again, thank you for joining me. I really appreciate you, and have fun being a great asset for the company. Cheers.